to ACLC Naga. It is a pleasure to be part of your 2-year journey in senior high school. Worry no more, for in the next 2 years of stay here in our school, we will help you head start your future careers and goals. So sit back, relax as I tell you more about ACLC Naga. Let me give you our orientation contents that will serve as our guide all throughout this orientation. In our part 1, we have the school's history, the voucher program, the school's requirements, and the faculty and staff. Are you ready? So let's start! Special events have taken place in the past that place a great contribution as to what we are today. Now, where did all the success and brilliance of ACLC Naga have started? Let's watch.
AMA Computer Learning Center started last February 26 in 1996 on its temporary site at Manubay Building along Peña Francia Avenue beside Emily Theater. It first offered short-term budget courses in DOS, word processing, electronic spreadsheet, and database management with only 20 units of microcomputers. The initial training was conducted by its school director, Mr. Lamberto E. Poliantes, and its education coordinator, Ms. Melinda Carizosa. Opening of classes began in June 15 in 1996 with 376 first-year students enrolled in 2-year programs such as Computer System Design and Programming, Computer System Technician, and Computer Secretarial Business option. On October 6, 1996, ACLC transferred to its new permanent site at 3rd floor Bookshop Center, P. Burgos Corner, Barlin Street, Naga City. The managing directress, Maria Cosay Litang, decided to open additional laboratories to ensure 1 computer per student hands-on training. It also includes internet subjects in the new curriculum and allows access to every student. In April 2013, ACLC Naga branch transferred to its new location at 4th floor Nagaland E-Mall, Elias Angeles Street, Naga City. It continues to increase its population, and right now we have reached over 2,000 students that now enjoys the school's holistic, quality, computer-based education in all levels and discipline. This is in relation to the school's vision to be the leader and dominant provider of quality and excellent information-based business education and related services in the global market.
Here are the things that you should know about the Senior High School Voucher Program. Now first, who are those students that are eligible for the Senior High School Voucher Program? We have here the Qualified Voucher Program recipients or the QVRs. These are students who does not need to apply anymore. So who are they? We have Category A. They are the grade 10 completers in DepEd public schools. So if you have started and finished your junior high school in continuous years in the public school, from grade 7 to grade 10, then automatically you are qualified as a voucher recipient. Category B are learners who finished junior high school in SUCs or state universities and colleges, and LUCs or local universities and colleges. Then, Category C, grade 10 completers who are ESC grantees. These are junior high school completers from a private school. Next is the VAs or the voucher applicants. These are students who can still apply for the voucher program. We have the grade 10 completers in private schools who are not ESC grantees. Then we have Category E, learners who took and will take the ALS and ANE test in the current school year, and Category F, learners who took and will take the PEPT in the current school year. We also have here the not eligible for the voucher program. These are students who needs to pay for the tuition fee once they enrolled in private institutions. They are the grade 10 completers, and ALS, A&E test, and PEPT passers before the school year 2018-2019. Incoming grade 12 learners who were not part of the senior high school voucher in grade 11. And high school graduates of March 2015 or earlier, and lastly, non-Filipino learners. Next, we have here the questions that are commonly asked about the voucher program. So let us have it answered. First question, is there a grade requirement for a student to be able to be qualified for the voucher program? Good news here is that there is no grade requirement for a student to be able to qualify for the senior high school voucher program. However, the main thing that you need to remember is that you need to comply with the requirements that is being asked by the school where you wish to enroll. Next, does the voucher amount cover the other fees like registration, books, and etc.? The voucher amount covers the tuition and other school fees. Should the total school fees exceed the voucher amount, the beneficiary is expected to shoulder the top-up. Now, what is a top-up? Top-up is the difference between total school fees and the voucher amount applicable to the student. So as you can see in this slide, in Region 5, the equivalent voucher amount for senior high school is 17,500 pesos. That exactly amounts with ACLC Naga's tuition fee. Plus, the good news here is that the students do not need to pay the top-up for the miscellaneous fee, for the school gives branch discounts to all of its student enrollees. Thus, it guarantees you 100% free tuition. Amazing, right? Now, for those payee students and those who are not eligible with the voucher program, here are the things that you need to do. But before that, let us first identify who are the students who needs to pay the tuition fees. So we have the ESC grantees and the payee students. So the first one we have here is the ESC or the Education Service Contracting. So when we say ESC, this is a government program wherein financial assistance in a form of tuition subsidies is extended to qualified elementary school graduates who wish to pursue junior high school in grade 7 to 10 in private schools. So, the voucher amount for ESC only amounts to 14,000 pesos. Thus, the students enrolled here in ACLC Naga still needs to pay the tuition fee amounting to 3,500 pesos per school year. You also have the option to pay it per semester that amounts to 1,750 pesos. But if you still find it hard to pay that certain amount, you can have the monthly payment for as low as 350 pesos only. Next, for the payee students, these are the students who started grade 11 in public and transferred to private schools, and those who have not consecutively continued junior high school or nag-stop kayo from schooling. You are classified as our payee student. So the tuition fee that you need to pay per school year is 8,750 pesos. If it is quite expensive for you to fully pay the whole school year's tuition fee, you can have it settled monthly and you can just pay for as low as 1,750 pesos. Of course, in every situation, we should always carry and remember the responsibilities that we have. So as an ESC and payee student, you need to remember these responsibilities. First, You can message your advisor about your status, and if you are quite unsure if you are a payee or ESC student, you can always confirm it with your teacher or your advisor. Next, you can visit us anytime you're ready to settle your fees and if you have other concerns. And lastly, you can take note all of your payables and deadlines in order for you not to lose track of your progress. So as an ACLC yan, you need to comply with this requirements. So we have here the major requirements. So the major requirements are the original copy of your Form 138 or your report card, original copy of your Form 137 or your permanent record, original copy of your certificate of good moral character, and a photocopy of your junior high school diploma or completion certificate. So you need to submit the following. Also, we have here the additional requirements. Long brown envelope. So usually you can buy it here in school. Pictures, 2x2 picture, 2 pieces, and 1x1 picture, 1 piece. So your picture should look like this. So this is a sample of a good picture. So your picture should be formal looking, clear, and well lit or maliwanag. Now, your picture should not be a wacky or a selfie, whole body of course, blurred, and wearing sleeveless, tube, and etc. So we encourage you to please wear formal attires. So the background color for your picture should be white. So how to submit the credentials? So we have 2 ways to submit your credentials. We have the on-site submission. So you can hand in your requirements at ACLC Naga at 4th floor E-Mall. And can submit it via online. So you can send your scanned copy of requirements to aclcnaga shsid@gmail.com. And you can also message your advisor as to how you can submit your requirements. So there is this reminder that for those students who submitted their requirements via online, you are still required to submit the original copies of your report cards, Form 137, and Good Moral Certificate once the general community quarantine is lifted. Okay, so students with incomplete requirements will not receive their report cards at the end of the semester. So please submit on time. Your 2-year journey in ACLC Naga will not be exciting and possible without the guidance and cooperation of its teachers and staff. So to know their names and designations, let's watch this. Now, for the part 2 of this orientation, we will discuss the following: the online class system, the grading system, the class schedules, and the school rules and regulations. ACLC Naga Teachers offers you several options as to how you can understand and access their lessons. For those students who have more and unlimited access to the internet and mobile data connection, we have the Zoom classes where students can meet and have real-time classes with their teachers. Now, for those with limited mobile data connection, lessons are pre-recorded and will be uploaded in your respective Facebook groups and YouTube account of ACLC Naga for you to access lessons in your most convenient time. And para mabalik-balikan ninyo ang lessons for more deepened understanding. You can also message your subject teachers or advisor during weekdays in their office hours kapag hindi pa rin masyado maintindihan and for some concerns para mas matulungan kayo. However, be reminded that these are only platforms to understand the lessons. This is optional, but you are highly encouraged to attend and view the lessons. But in the LMS, your online activities, quizzes, and exams are required to be answered since it will be the basis of your grades. The Learning Management System, or your LMS, is loaded with lessons and lectures that you need to access in your convenient time. The best part of this is the learning materials that can be accessed using any gadget. Magagamit mo ito sa desktop, laptop, tablet, or kahit sa mobile phone. Now, how can I access my LMS account? Then, you need to place your USN in your password. Take note that the USN and passwords will be given to you by your advisors. Afterwards, click Login. After logging in, you need to place your email in the tab where your email address is required. Then click Update Profile. Now, once updated, you should be able to view your subjects in the dashboard. Make sure that the subjects enlisted are similar to the set of subjects given by your advisor. In the LMS, we have here different subject contents. Once you click your subject, this will appear. All lessons are uploaded in the LMS already. You can view them by downloading, or you can ask for a soft copy of the module. There are also additional video references that you can watch for an additional information of the lesson. You can also view here the activities that needs to be answered and complied. You have here the written works and long quizzes which needs to be answered in a specific week. Also, at the end of the semester, you will find there the quarter examinations. After clicking the activity in the dashboard, you need to take note of the deadline of each activity. Also, the time limit in answering and the number of attempts. So make sure that you will earn passing scores bago maubos ang attempts ninyo. So please use your attempts wisely. One example we have is this. I clicked the long quiz and start attempt button. You will see all the items needed to be answered. Remember to answer everything before clicking the submit button. Once submitted, your scores will automatically display in the dashboard. I believe that some of you are now asking as to how you're going to be graded this school year. What will be the awards to be received by the grade 12 students during their graduation rites? So let us now come to the next topic, which is the ACLC Naga's grading system. So let's now proceed with the grading system here in ACLC Naga. So how does your teacher generate your grades? So here in ACLC Naga, there are three parts of your grading system. So we have first one, which is the written works. So written works, this is the 15-item activities, sometimes 20 items in your learning management system or your LMS. So, ano po ba yung subject or what are the subjects? In what subjects is this required? So, all subjects have this and you should answer all of them. So, what is the passing score for the written works? So, you must achieve at least 75% of the total number of items. So, example, you have 20 items, so you need to have at least 75% of it. So, you should score 15 or above. So, that is one way to pass your written works. So, the second part of your grades is the performance tasks. So, performance tasks, this is the 10-item activities, sometimes 20 in your LMS. So, it depends on the subject as to how many items are included in the performance tasks. So, all subjects have this and you should answer all of them. Same goes with the written works. And passing score, the same, 75% of the total number of items. So, 10 items, 75% of it is 7.5. Usually, scores does not have 0.5 there. So, you need to score at least 8 for you to pass your performance tasks. And of course, the quarter examination. So, quarter examination is the 50-item activity. Oftentimes, there are subjects that gives 100 items in this quarter exam. So, minsan mababa na ang 50 items. So, we have there 75, 80 to 100. So, in what subjects is this required? All subjects have this and you should answer all of them. What is the passing score? The same with the two. You need to get at least 75 of the total number of items. So, I know some of you here are now questioning as to what is the grading system percentage. So, the percentage for each part or each component of your grade is this. So, written works, for the core subject, written works is 25% of your grades. Your performance task for the core subject is 50% and quarter exams is 25%. That is for the core subject. So, when we say core subject, this is the common subjects to all grade 11 students in all strands. So, kung lahat ng estudyante ng grade 11 and grade 12, you are taking these subjects similarly. So, pare-parehong subject po ang tinatawag na core subject. Pag sinabing ACAD subject, this is the specialized subjects for ABM, GAS, STEM, and HUMS. So, academic subjects, the written works there is 25%. Performance task is 45%. And quarter exams is 30%. Now, for the TVL subject, this is the specialized subject for CSS, CCS, and programming strand. So, the written works for the TVL subject is 20%. Performance task is 60%. And quarter exam is 20%. So, that is the percentage of your grade. So, take note that your advisor will provide you the complete list of your subjects, and this grading system applies to both grade 11 and grade 12 subjects. So, reminder, your grades are 100% online based. So, be responsible enough to comply. So, when we say 100% online based, whatever your score is in your LMS, that is where your grades will be generated. So, be responsible. Okay, so for the Academic Excellence Awards, this applies to both grade 11 and grade 12 students. So, this is the award that we give to student achievers. Okay, so for academic awards for grade 11 and grade 12 students, who will be recognized by this award? So, graduating students and grade 11 students will be recognized with an Academic Excellence Award if the student qualifies in the given criteria. So, the first criteria, the student should reach the general weighted average of 90 and above. So, the student must not have a line of 7 or 6 in all subject areas for the first and second semester in grade 11 and grade 12. So, make sure that you do not have any line of 7 or 6 in your grades. So, all students with an average of 90 and above will be equally recognized as an academic excellence awardee. So, before we have here the with honors, with high honors, with highest honors, right now we will just be recognizing students with an academic excellence award for the equal recognition of your efforts. So, there are no other non-academic awards that will be given to students. So, this is as per. So, for those asking, there will be no other non-academic awards to be given to the students as per DepEd Memorandum Order number 36, Series of 2016. So, example of non-academic awards are Leadership Award, Conduct Award, Awards for Research or Innovation, Awards for Work Immersion. For this are suspended for the absence of face-to-face classes. So, Conduct Awards, wala din tayong ibibigay na ganito. So, the main award that we will just give is the Academic Excellence Award. So, that is all about your grading system. So, what will be your class schedule? So, for those students who have chosen the morning shift, you will start at 8 in the morning and it will end by 12 noon. Now, for those students who have chosen the afternoon shift, you will start at 1 p.m. and you will end by 5 in the afternoon. As mentioned earlier, you will have your Zoom classes with your subject teachers, yet your schedules are to be announced by your advisors in your respective group chats and group page. So please wait for further announcement. For the guidance of everyone, we have here the school calendar for academic year 2021-2022. You can screenshot this to keep you reminded of the important dates. Last year, we were able to bring smiles to students of ACLC Naga, for we had conducted a raffle draw where the prizes of the raffle are mobile phones, tablets, mobile loads, and cash prizes that can be of big help for the students' online learning access. Now this year, you expect monthly activities that are full of surprises and prizes to be given away to all active participants. So you need to keep posted and updated in your class groups and your group chats. Aside from conducting activities for students, ACLC Naga also embodies the spirit of bayanihan and generosity. Last year, we were able to help 500 families through our relief operation. We also helped the city governments in their fight to COVID-19 by donating basic protective equipments. Although classes are held virtually, you are still all expected to practice proper etiquettes during online class. So let me present to you the school rules and regulations. for our orientation. So if you have any questions, clarifications, and confusions, you can message your advisor or you can comment your questions in the comment section below. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope that we will have an amazing and wonderful school year with you all. Thank you so much and stay safe.